welcome to the Gin Club, a new podcast where we drink gin and review it, even though neither of us really like gin. We've got hosts, me, Callum, and Mitch.
Me, Mitchy boy.
I don't know why I said me, like speaking in fucking third person. Dick. What gin you drinking?
I've gone for the standard white trash Gordon's dry gin.
I knew you were going to say Gordon's gin. Been planning podcast like 8 months. And you're like, yeah, just got one that's been undercovered since fucking Christmas.
You've got
Yeah,
to start at the bottom, though, haven't you?
yeah, it's fair. Yeah. There's no point going in for the posh stuff, is there?
No, exactly. Look,
Get the dosser shit out of the way,
exactly.
and then you're all right.
This podcast could turn into an absolute pile of wank. So why get any of the posh stuff in? I didn't even have
invested
tonic.
Yeah, I didn't have tonic either. I was tempted to just put water in, tap water, gin and tap water,
Oh
but
God,
didn't think it was going to work.
Tragic.
So I'm drinking. This sounds posh, but I'm pretty sure it's like Waitrose's own or something.
Mm.
So it's Oliver Cromwell, controversial, London dry gin, delicately infused and traditionally distilled classic zesty dry gin.
Oh,
I am drinking it with Aldi's own orange juice.
Right, so first of all, you've said it was poor because it was a Waitrose own, right? Straight away, that's already better than the Gordon's dry gin,
Yeah, fair.
right? And yeah, you've knocked it down a bit with the Aldi's own OJ, but you know,
Well, it won the International Spirits Challenge in 2018, and I assume that's how long it's been in my cupboard.
what, the gin or the orange juice?
Probably both, to be fair. Now the gin. Oh, we go through orange juice like mad.
Oh yeah, fair play.
It's a fuckery's orange juice though. You don't realise until you start drinking pints of it, and then you put on loads of weight.
I always like it when you get one of those big bottles of milk, and then
Yeah.
like 2:30 in the morning, you go to the fridge for a little glug of milk.
Oh yeah. I always eat dry crackers as well. So because I can't be asked butter in it, I'll get the dry crackers and I'll eat like a handful of dry crackers and then chug milk out of the bottle.
with the swill back, all
Yeah.
dry crackers into
Yeah.
milk bowl.
Lovely.
Awful, absolutely awful. Does anyone judge you for drinking milk straight out of the carton?
Can't judge you if it's 2:30 in the morning. Difference it make? Can't see you.
Yeah, fair. I hope Jess don't listen to this. She'll be judging you right hard.
I know. I've tried to shut door and soundproof the house as much as I can, but
What, with egg cartons on wall and that?
yeah, that's what it is. Put a blanket over my head. So I don't like going to the shop if I just need to buy toilet roll because I feel like there's a lot of pressure there. Because I feel like they know what I'm doing. I don't know why. It's just always been a thing since I was a kid. So if I just buy toilet roll, I feel really embarrassed. So I went to shop and bought like random bits. And then, because I was like panicking in my head and thinking, oh, fuck, they're going to know that I need a shit because I'm buying toilet roll. So I'm like, and they're going to know that I'm out as well. So they know that I've just gone to do it and gone, oh no, this is bad. So I've scuttled all the way to the shop because bearing in mind it's just the shop up the road. It's not like I've drove to it. So I've walked in. They might have seen me walking, probably not. So they know that that's desperation. I've walked in and all I've got is, it's like a red label, like best ways or best
Oh, and
buys.
it's like one ply as well.
Yeah. It were 2-ply. There weren't even patterns on the sheet. It was just smooth.
It's like 89p for a pack of 4.
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ, it were rough. I got home and Jess looked at me and I've never seen such a look of disappointment in my life. So I was adamant, I was like, yeah, but if you fold it in half, it's 4-ply. So it's fine. It wasn't fine.
Which, when you do it, you do tend to put one sheet on top of the other.
Exactly. So technically, every toilet's fucking 8-ply then, really.
Here's a question. So, toilet roll, how many little squares of toilet roll per wipe?
See, during lockdown, so at the start of lockdown, when there were all the toilet roll mania,
Oh, yeah. Well, you're
I
rationing.
restricted it. Yeah, I said to Jess and to Freya, I said, you can only have 2 sheets. That's it. 2 sheets. Because if we run out of toilet roll, it's going to be a nightmare. You're going to have to shower. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be showering shit down the plug hole. And that's not what we want to happen. So I would ration it. But then when I were going for it, I'd forget about the rationing. So I was like fucking reeling it off. But yeah, generally I'd say 3 to 4. I think 3 to 4 is acceptable. I don't get the people that like wrap it around their arms and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's wild.
I'll put like a seat down with all toilet roll. It's just a waste. Come on.
Do you ever find yourself pre-prepping the wipes?
I don't pre-prep the wipes, but I do put a bomb pad down.
Oh yeah, crash mat.
It has to happen. Like, and do you know, like if like my wife's in the bedroom, I've got to turn the TV on because even though I've been with her 8 years, there's just something I just don't want her to hear it. I don't know why.
Oh dear.
But then I never open window and I never spray,
Oh right.
so she smells it.
She just doesn't hear it.
She's as long as she doesn't hear it.
Right, brilliant. So as long as hearing's done, that all the other senses are all right. Like
Everything else is fine.
do you think you'd be happy like with a feeling you shit?
I don't know what that means.
You know,
what
like
do you mean, like touching it?
yeah, maybe they were King Kong's finger laid in toilet and she's had to put her hand in to unplug it. How would you feel about that?
Nah, I feel like I've got to see that is one of the problems of using a bomb pad, though, isn't it? Because it lands on it, you flush, and it just the toilet roll just stops it, doesn't it? But there is a good trick to getting rid of it if that ever happens, and I'm going to share it with you.
Talk us through it.
So if you ever have one of those ones where you feel like you're going to need to break its back to get rid of it, but you don't want to, you've got to clean up after that. So we're not about that life. If you get shampoo, spray shampoo into your toilet, and then get like a jug full of water, blast a jug full of water down, and then flush. It goes every time. Every time.
How do you even know that?
Every time.
How do you know that?
I have no idea where I've read that, whether I've been Googling it at like 2 in the morning, where I've been like, I'm not dealing with you, so there needs to be a life hack to sort you out. But yeah.
How do you acquire this knowledge? It's very strange.
What I want to know is, how have we made a podcast and within the first 15 minutes all we've talked about is shit?
Mate, it's only been 7 minutes. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
7 minutes of talking about shit and drinking fucking milk. Really? This is what we're going for.
Absolute content. Welcome to the gin club.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm not even drunk yet. Fucking. So.
Right. In fact,
go on.
Sorry, I know this is going to be me continuing to talk about dumping.
Okay.
So, as you well know, I went fishing a few weeks ago towards the back end of his lockdown. And, I was there. We got there at what, about 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning.
Which, may I say, what is the point? Fish are going to be there even regardless.
Yeah, but
what's the point going that early?
There weren't other people there, though.
Yeah, all right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you can appreciate that, Callum.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
to watch how shit you were at fishing.
Yeah,
there was no one there to watch you.
Exactly.
That's what it was about.
Exactly. You know, you've seen the two little fish I caught. They're like two of my little fingers.
Goldfish.
Back to the dump story.
Yep.
So, gone fishing. We've brought the cool box, for sandwiches and stuff like that. Proper professional, looking great.
Mm-hmm.
Big massive flask full of boiling water. Didn't want to put milk in it and make like coffees there and then because it's going to go cold. So we've got the boiling water, little bottle of milk, and then a couple of sealable pouches with coffee and tea bags in. Beautiful, great. Got set up, cast out. Do you want a coffee? I'll have a coffee. Poured a couple of coffees. Boom, down the hatchet. Sat there, bored, having not caught out for the first 3 hours.
Just getting sunstroke.
Yeah, well, it was raining. It rained literally till about 10:30, so I was freezing. And naturally, having boiling water in the flask, I had another coffee and another coffee. Gets to about 9:30, 10 o'clock, 3-4 coffees deep. What happens there? You need a shit, don't you? You need a shit.
Yeah,
You're off to explosion station there. But I'm fishing. I've got no toilet roll. There's no shops nearby, no toilets. What have you got to do? You've got to go for a nature poo. So that week, that trip, I had my first ever nature poo. In fact, I had 2 nature poos.
2 pushed them out.
Didn't even push them out. Slipped out.
Just fell out.
Yeah. So the first one, it was a bit of a panic because I had a coffee poo. Not good.
Yeah.
So I had to.
You feel like it's going to be solid, and then all of a sudden it's just not.
It's explosive.
It's just.
So I went into. There was a bit of a wooded area nearby. Went in there, got a couple of dock leaves because cool, refreshing.
Why not?
I had to wipe with them. Very strange experience wiping with leaves.
Mm.
And then, later on, I went to the shop, got a bit bored, went to the shop, told our Andrew, you look after it, Rod, mate. If I catch out, it's still my catch, even if you reel it in. Went to the shop, bought some 1-ply. Love that, 89 pence for 4 rolls.
Lovely.
Brought it back, ended up needing another poo. I was buzzing that I'd brought that 1-ply.
It's a lifesaver sometimes, isn't it?
Still in boot of my car now. You never know.
Just
you
in
never
case.
know. You never know. Right, we're 11 and a half minutes in and we're still talking about dump.
I also partook in fishing over the lockdown period. My brother texts me all the list of stuff you need. Now, fishing to me is you've got a rod, you've got a hook on the end, and you literally just fucking throw it into the middle of a body of water and wait. That's pretty much fishing, right?
Yeah.
So I thought, we'll go to the fishing shop. It'll cost me like, what, 20 quid for a rod, buy an hook, 5 quid, done. So I'm walking in. I go up like into this massive place. I'm not kidding. It's just wall to wall of colours and fucking hooks and all sorts. Like, it's mad. So if you've never been fishing before, it's hard work to know what you're doing. So I went into the shop, went upstairs, found a rod. Thought, yeah, 32 quid or something. Well, like, yeah, get that. Cool. Brother goes, go and ask him for it. And I was like, what do you mean go and ask him for it? He's like, well, because these are display models. You can't just buy them off the thing. It's like, all right, I'll go and ask someone then. So, bear in mind, I have absolutely no fucking clue what I'm doing. I walk over to the guy, and I go, "Oh, I'm here to get this 11-foot carp rod." They're like, "Carp rod?" I'm like, yeah, I'm catching carp. That's what I'm going for. So I need an 11-foot carp rod. He was like, "Oh, have you found which one I want?" I went, "Yeah, it's this Dewa. It's a good one. It looks all right. It's got a bit of red on it." I'm like, "I don't know how to describe it. Like, it's a fucking piece of wood." With a fucking, you just put wire through it. I don't have a clue how to describe what he's on about. He goes, all right, yeah, no worries. I'll grab it and I'll put it behind the till for you. Like, oh, brilliant, nice one, cool. So I went back to my brother, said, yeah, he's put it behind the till. Let's fucking go. Let's go. I can't be asked being in there anymore. Got everything else I need. Got to checkout. She's scanning everything through. She goes, oh, is this rod that you've bought as well? I went, yeah. She went, oh, it's nice, this. I'm thinking, fucking nice. What do you mean? It's literally a fucking welfare rod. Scans it, $3,000.
No way.
$3,000. And I went, you what? She went, yeah, 11-foot match carp rod. What do you mean? Completely the wrong thing. So then I went back to the guy and I went, what are you trying to sell me here? Like, I have no idea what I'm doing, mate. I've wanted a 30 quid rod. You've put a $3,000 rod behind the till. So I went, yeah, you said carp rod. All these are carp rods down this side, and all these down other side are some other fucking name of rod. So I'm like, well, you can't advertise them as carp rods. If everything captures carp, then can you really? But then he started lecturing me in front of all these fucking sweaty people balancing rods and shit in their hands, so I just left it.
So
went and bought a rod from somewhere else.
So you went into the shop, got loads of gear and stuff. Got to the till. I bet your ass fell out.
Well, the thing is, I didn't want to look. You know, like when you mistakenly buy something. Because I've done this with Freya before, my daughter, who's 6. I've gone to Toy Store and I've gone, right, I want to play Fortnite for a week. Okay? What's it going to cost me for me to be able to play Fortnite for a week and you not bother me? Because I'll just buy it. I'm okay with it. Right? So whatever you need to entertain yourself is fine. So we got to Smith's Toy Superstore, it was. Walked in, she's putting like loads of these little round things in basket. Like, fuck it, yeah. Put that one in, fuck it. Yeah, put that one in, it'd be right. Yeah, put that one in. All these like pink sparkly stuff. And again, we get to the checkout and he's scanning them. I'm like, 32 quid for that, 24 quid for that, 26 quid for that. It's like, I've made a big mistake here by just letting her throw stuff in basket. 180 quid it cost me to play Fortnite for a week.
And not have your daughter bother
180 quid. But the thing is, I couldn't say to the checkout guy, oh, can you just put 4 of them back? Because then I look like a right tight ass. I look like a really bad dad, like a proper dosser dad that don't care about his kid. I mean, playing Fortnite for a week and just bribing your kid with LOL dolls is probably being a bit of a dosser dad, but that's
you've got to do what you got to do.
So I just didn't want to, so I just paid it straight on credit card. I thought I'm going to be paying fucking 6.9% APR on that to play bastard Fortnite for a week. Didn't even get a win. I don't think we even got a win in that week. Fortnite.
Sounds about right.
Completely, utterly pointless. She opened up the 180 quid's worth of shite, and I vacked half of it up next day.
Well, but last time she used it.
They don't. You see, these kids have these toys, and it's all about like the gamble and the open, I guess. So it's kind of like FIFA packs, I suppose, on FIFA. So they open these packs and like, oh, can I get the rare unicorn? Not knowing that it's all just shite made in China.
Yeah.
Like it's literally stuff like if you go to Carnival and you play Hooker Duck and go, oh, what prize do you want to go? Yeah, I'll get that. And then it's like a 50
Yeah,
pence
the
prize.
best prize you can get is a bloody goldfish.
Yeah, a goldfish or one of those big snakes that you wrap around your
Yeah,
bed.
you're not wrong.
You know, big cotton snakes. But yeah, it's just so she'll open it and then she'll be, oh, look what I got. And then there'll be like little bits of shoes and all sorts just laying all around the house. Just never plays with them. Never. But yeah, I felt like that with a fishing rod because I felt like being like, well, I don't want to act like I'm a cheapskate, but I'm not paying more than a car for a fucking piece of plastic.
More than a car.
Do you know what I mean?
Imagine, never been fishing before, buys a $3,000 rod for his first go.
So anyway, we went fishing.
Oh yeah, back to the story.
And so we went to this place, and my brother were like, "Oh, we're going like the easy pond." So there's like a little kids pond. It's called like Froggy Lake or something. So I'm a 30-year-old man with a 26-year-old brother going to Froggy Pond when there's like base fishing lake, or do you know like the massive victorious lakes and shit like that. Like there's all these people doing match fishing with all camo on and that, which I don't understand for a start. Why do you need camo to catch fish? You can't hide from them. They're underneath the water.
You've got to hide from them.
Why do you wear camo?
So you're hidden. Why do you wear camo when you're at war?
Yeah, but they're looking up. They're looking up at the sky. The sky's not camo.
If you were in a pool, you can see side at pool, can't you?
Yeah, I suppose. But then I'd be like, why is there a new tree there?
You blend in with the tree, don't you?
Yeah, but at this place, there's no trees. It's just fields. So what's the point? Idiots. Anyway, so we get to this Froggy Lake. My brother's talking me through it. It's like, oh, you need to do this, and this is called ledger fishing or whatever. And no idea what he's on about. I'm like, all right, yeah. I just want to do the cool thing where you pull it back and you fucking lang it as far as you can.
Cast out.
Yeah, and he were like, aim for just by these reeds. That's where all carp are. You can hear them. The sucking and the moving reeds. I'm looking at it and thinking that's wind that's moving reeds. And that sucking noise is probably just shit falling in river. I don't know what it is. I don't associate it as that. I'm like, what's going on? So he goes, pull it back and then just judge how much force you need to throw in. So I'm thinking, well, if it's like football, if you try and score a goal, you've got to welly it.
Yeah.
So I thought, I'll just full send it. I'll literally just full send it. So anyway, I pull back and I full send it. And as soon as I throw it, I'm thinking, fucking hell, this is hard. Like, this is heavy. I'd caught the fucking tree behind us and just netted it all the way in the tree, first cast. So my brother had to cut line and that were it. It fell out of me. He gave me little kids pull, elastic on end. You just dip in and out. You're like, you're not casting off. You're dipping it in. So they're catching piddlers all day because it wouldn't let me cast off anymore.
That was my life at fishing, catching piddlers. I was there for 8 hours and caught 2 little goldfish, pretty much.
It's horrible. And the thing is, I turned up with speakers to play some music.
Oh no!
And then there's a big sign saying no music. Can't do that. I were on my phone watching videos. Kel's like, no, you need to be quiet. You'll scare fish,
mate.
Surely the sound of something hitting the fucking water at high velocity probably scares them a bit more than me playing fucking Darude.
I'm not sure I agree with that one.
But anyway, yes, fishing. I mean, I'm going tomorrow. I've got to get up at 5:45. Again,
I'm pretty sure you criticised me for that.
I know, but I'm being forced to because my brother's like, oh, you need to get the best spot. I'm like, fish swim around. They just sit in one spot. They don't just sit and wait in one spot thinking, do you know what? This is my area, this fucking half a metre cube. They don't
so I've got
around.
A question for you then. So if that is the case, why were you catching little shitty fish all day?
Because he put me on the child's rod. He said I couldn't have any of these. There's like boilies in there, whatever, like weird round things. Yeah. I don't know what any of it is. So I was just feeding on the little maggots and dipping them in. But yeah, apparently. But I was really happy that I was catching piddlers, to be fair, because I thought, this is easy.
Did you put any maggots in your mouth?
No, I didn't do that.
Oh, mate,
Can't be
you've
doing
got to
that.
do that if you go fishing. That's part of the journey.
The thing is, I hate having unclean hands. So when I caught the first one, I pulled it out and I just sort of flicked it at my brother. I'm like, yeah. And like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, fucking get it off. Get rid of it. I don't want it. You're like, no, you need to learn how to unhook it. I haven't touched it. So the next one that I caught, I'm like, right, I'm going to gear myself up to get it out, to touch it, and I'll get the hook out, the little bastard, and I'll throw it back in. And I'll prove that I am a man and that I can go fishing, and that's, that's how it's going to be. So I pulled up this little piddler. I'm like, okay, you're a good one to start with. You look all right. Put my hand on its back, spined me. Straight away, spined me. I'm like, you fucking little bastard. So I spined all my hands. And then as I'm going to pull the hook out, it leaks something all over me. Like white mucus all over my hand. Exactly. I thought this fish is having a laugh here. It's assaulted me and it's trying to have sex with me at the same time. Can you fucking leave me alone? I'm trying to save your life, and this is how you treat me. So I got the hook out, put it back in water, and then about a minute and a half later, I see some bubbles rising up, and the thing just floats to the top on its side. Killed it.
Killed it. Serves it right.
Do you know what I mean? I was just like, well, that's what you get for spining me.
I hope we don't have many animal rights activists listening.
I don't think they count fish.
Did you take any food with you to fishing?
Right, I did, but I forgot to take bowls. I forgot to take a pan. So I made beef stew the night before. I said to my brother, I went, yeah, I'll get right into this. I'll make you a beef stew. I thought, you're helping me out. I'll help you out. I'll make you a proper slap up nice. You know what I mean? And yeah, I forgot a pan, so couldn't even cook it. Dashed it outside at lake. Pointless.
How are you going to warm it up?
No, my brother brought like a professional butane little stove.
Fishing?
So he brought a stove, and I brought nothing. I was meant to be in charge of food. Didn't happen.
What were you drinking out of?
Well, that's the thing. So I did bring like little like pie dish, like little metal pie dish things, like tinfoil pie dishes, the little tiny ones. Like you get pucker pies in. Well, I had 2 of them in the back of my car.
From what?
That were crushed. I don't know. They were just in the back of my car.
Did you have those in the back of the car?
Probably from a meal at some point.
Funny.
So we were drinking tea out of them. Yeah. Weren't the best experience.
Oh, you such rednecks.
But he texted me today and he was like, don't forget the mugs. That's the only thing he's texted me all day. Don't forget the mugs. He don't care if I don't bring my rod. He's like, leave the rod at home and just bring fucking mugs. Because you're a mug as well. Bring 3 mugs, yourself included. Because I am a mug for getting up at 5:45 to go fishing.
You're going to have a real time.
I'm also suffering with an ailment.
What's your ailment?
The coronavirus has obviously been a big hit on a lot of people. A lot of people have been really ill with it. But there's one illness that you just never think about that you might get.
Go on.
So I've been sat down for 3 months on the furlough dream. Just playing video games, sweating, putting weight on, just sat, doing what I want. So it came to going to work. And I put my boxers on. I thought, ooh, these are a bit tight. But I thought nothing of it. I just thought, gotta wear them. Can't go commando first day back at work.
So you put your boxers on and you thought they were a bit tight. So
yeah,
elasticated boxers.
Yeah, they're gone tight. Even on the thighs. You like that bit around the thigh? Yeah. Like I'm wearing Spanx or something, control pants. Awful.
Pants.
So I put them on and I thought, oh, these are a bit tight. And I thought, well, I've been wearing joggers for 3 months, so I'm going to have to wear jeans. So I put my jeans on, and I have actually got elasticated jeans. I've always been a big fan of elasticated jeans.
Elasticated jeans?
No. Even when I was skinny, I've always had elasticated jeans. I just like them. I just like the ability to be able to raise your knee.
Not elasticated on the waist.
Stretch
right.
jeans.
I thought you were like on about babies have elasticated waist jeans. I thought that's what you were on about.
No, like the all stretch everywhere.
Yeah, I got that.
So then when I thought, right, these are stretched. They're nearly at max capacity, but they're all right. I can there's a bit of room here. So I went to work, and obviously it's hot at work. You're walking around, blah 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 blah. And I got home. I'm like, oh, I am a bit itchy in the old area. So thought nothing of it. Went to bed. Anyway, did this for like 2 or 3 days of wearing jeans. Now, I have got an ailment that I've been telling people. I think I should be calling it jock itch, because that's what it's called.
Jock itch.
It's called jock itch. Okay, so it's from like loads of exercise, from doing exercise and being really
But
sweaty.
you haven't.
But in reality, I've got fucking chub rub.
They say you've not been doing loads of exercise.
So I've been telling everyone to be like, oh yeah, this jock itch. Oh, tell you what, I'm not doing exercise again, me. This is
So
hard work.
You've
It's
been
horrible.
telling people that you've got jock itch.
Yeah, but in fact, I've got squat rock.
I was
or
going to
chub
say,
rub.
like, I'm pretty sure if you've been telling people that you've got jock itch,
As a 15 stone
that's
man.
what I'm saying. Like, people are going to look at you and think, this isn't from exercising. This is a lie.
Yeah, but they won't say it to my face. So as long as I think I'm getting away with it, I'm okay with it. As long as I think like it's going through, and they're going, "Yep, fair play to him." At least he's trying to change his body shape. When in reality, I'm fucking not. So I could be like, "Oh, that one I did exercise yesterday, and it's killed me." Do you know what I
You
mean?
did some exercise yesterday.
But
Oh.
never fun.
I
Don't
thought
lie.
you said you did some exercises.
See how easy? I've done you there. That's how I'm doing people. Jock itch, and I'm doing everyone with it. I've just done you with it.
No, did you not hear the surprise in my tone of voice?
I didn't want to go to doctors because obviously, go to doctors, you're going to be like, pull your pants down, and I'm still not okay with that. I still have to wee in a stall. I can't wee in a urinal. So I thought I'm not going and pulling them down. Like grower, not a shower.
Neither.
So I thought, do you know what? I'm neither. Yeah, pretty much neither. Tell you what, fishing, just get that out. Anyway, yeah, I thought I'll have a look at like Mum's Net or something. They'll know about it. They always do. So I went on Mum's Net and I'd look for like nappy rash, because that's essentially what it is, I thought. And they said use talcum powder.
Go on then.
It's like, all right, I can do talcum powder. I've got a newborn. I've got talcum powder lying around. I'm all right with that. It makes you smell nice. It makes you feel nice, so when you're walking around. So I thought, I can get involved in that if it's going to solve 2 birds in one
Happy
stone.
days.
So I'm just going to get it done. So I put it on, but I absolutely blasted it on by accident. Now, bearing in mind, any moisture at all, and it turns into a paste. So I didn't realise, and I went to bed. And I woke up in the morning, and Jess was like, "What is up with you? What's going on?" What do you mean? And she was like, "What's all that weird stuff all over your penis? What's all that thick gunk?" I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ! And the baby powder had like congealed into an horrible mess. I've never seen her look at me with such discontent in my life. She absolutely hated it. So yeah, I did that for 3 days, and then didn't really
I
clear
like
it
to
up.
call that gonorrhea custard.
Whoa, oh, yeah, imagine that's exactly what it looks like. But yeah, it weren't nice. So I thought, fuck this, I can't be using this anymore. It's not going to do the trick. So I didn't want to go to pharmacist and go and tell him, look, I've got
Jock itch.
obviously jock itch, because that's what we're calling it. I didn't want to go and tell someone that I got it because I felt like a bit. They're obviously going to know it's because I'm fat, so like, I'm not going. I said, Jess, go out and just go and get this powder for me, this stuff that I need. So she goes, oh, is there anything else that we need? I'm like, well, I could solve the fungal nail problem at the same time. So I'm like, yeah, right, yeah, we'll get that. And she went, oh, Freya's got a verruca as well, so I get verruca cream as well. Can you imagine how much of a dosser that pharmacist thinks my family is? Verrucas, fucking fungal everywhere, and squat rock.
Jock itch.
Do you know what I mean? They must have thought, what a set of tramps. What is wrong with them?
So you've been drinking out of pie tinfoil cups.
Scratching my area every 2 minutes. It's not good.
And then they've been to a pharmacist for jock itch cream, bazooka that verruca, and
yeah.
then some stuff for a fungal nail. Oh, you're such a catch.
I have no idea how I've got a wife. I will 100% admit it on record right now. No idea. Not a clue. But the weird thing about the verruca, right? We've been in lockdown for 3 months. I ain't got verrucas. My wife ain't got verrucas. But my daughter got verrucas and she hadn't really been outside. I've no idea where
It's a
they've come
strange
from.
one.
It's weird, that, isn't it? Just picked them up. Like the cat's brought him in or something.
Cat verrucas.
Do you know what I mean? So he's
And
done
your
something.
cat got chlamydia.
Yeah, his eyes are detached. So, well, he came home one day and he's walked in and his eyes have gone all like to the side. So proper bog-eyed, like he's dying. There's something wrong with him here. And yeah, I took him to the vet. The vet said, "Oh, he just needs to take his tablets. Got chlamydia."
Got chlamydia. The dirty, dirty cat.
He's been spared. What's he doing?
Rubbing up against
What's
other
the point?
cats.
Do you know what I mean? What are you doing? But the cat is probably the worst thing in this house because I can't stand him. He drinks your
What's your
bath
cat
water
called
when you're in
again?
it. George, and I cannot stand him. Like, it would run to litter. So I went to when I first went to pick him up, I took Freya, and she was like 3 at the time. There's all these really nice looking cats, you know, that were like turtle shell and or whatever they're called, tortoise shells. There's like a really nice coloured one. There's an all white one that looks really nice with blue eyes. I thought, yeah, go on then, go up to them. She points to the one that's just cowering in the corner, just fucked, literally on its back. I'm like, there's something wrong with that cat. I'm not having that. So, but yeah, so we ended up bringing him back. As soon as we brought him back, I thought I'm going to bath him because he needs bathing. Put water on, and it just the bath went red.
Why?
It's literally red. I'm like, what's wrong with this cat? So I took it to vets, and he goes, "Oh, it's got fleas, it's got worms, it's got this, it's got that, it's got all these parasites in its ears and stuff." So that was 300 quid straight away. So I'm going to pick this cat up. 300 quid off the bat the day that I got him. Then I've got this chlamydia to deal with. Now at 250 quid. It broke my boiler. That cost me fucking
The
600
cat
quid.
broke your boiler.
So I went to work for 8 hours, came back, and there were just water pissing through the roof in the kitchen. I thought, what's going on here? So I went upstairs. There's a mirror smashed on the floor. There's all 2 toilet brushes all over the floor. There's one in the toilet.
All the toilet brushes on the floor.
Not toilet brushes, sorry, like
Right, I thought you
toothbrushes.
had like a selection of toilet brushes.
Like 4 different ones. Depends how hard you have to break its back. Sometimes you need 2, don't you?
Back to the shit.
So yeah, there were fucking toothbrushes everywhere. Like, you know, you can just tell something's gone wrong. And my cat jumps in through the bathroom window to get into the house. So it's like 2 stories. It manages to get his way up. He's done it since he was a kitten. And he'd obviously come in the window, knocked everything off the side, scared himself, then knocked everything off the other side. And in the process, he'd knocked the mirror, knocked the hot water tap on, and then my hot water had been running for 8 hours straight. And it blew the seals on the boiler.
What a great cat.
So I came home and I was just like, why have I got you? Why is this? It brings mice into the house, but don't kill them. Just lets them run around. It brings live birds into the house, just lets them run around. And the thing is, he gets a mouse, so sometimes he eats them, sometimes he don't. Which is why he always has worms, because he's always eating shite he shouldn't be eating. I feed him. It's not even like he's got Purina down there. He's not got Aldione. I buy him Purina. And he still goes out and eats other stuff that he shouldn't eat. Anyway, it's always the same parts. I don't know if anyone else's cats do this, but it's always the same parts that he leaves. It's always the skull, which is a bit macabre, but then it's always the liver, but like surgically cut out. Like it's never got a tooth mark in it or anything. But obviously you go downstairs in the morning, barefoot, tired, and first things first, straight into liver. Feet into liver every day. I don't know why he leaves it. He eats everything else.
Don't like liver, obviously.
Eats tail, but rejects the liver. Leaves liver for me.
You do like
Thanks,
liver,
mate.
though.
To be fair, maybe he's overheard. Maybe he's smarter than I let on to be. Yeah, we had a vet bill because he had another cat's claws stuck in his ass,
What?
like back of his leg. So another cat had mauled him from behind, and the claws had ripped off into him. So that were like another 200 quid to get them pulled out.
That's vile.
Didn't even fight back. Idiot.
Hopefully, other cat caught chlamydia off him.
Oh yeah, I can only
That
hope.
cat's laughing now. Wait
Yeah.
until his eyes are falling out of his head.
Yeah. Wait until he can't see straight.
Yeah.
Then he's got worms and ear mites. And guaranteed, the moment you change bedding, that bedding, it'll rain and he'll jump in with muddy paws and he'll run all over bedding. No other day, just as soon as that's been changed, that's what he loves doing.
Well, at least it's not.
He's just a twat.
Shitting all over it.
Yeah, to be fair, he still sprays in the house, even though he's got no balls, which winds me up. But he's never shit or piss in the house. I'll give him that much, which is nice of him. I'll thank him
It's
for
very
that one.
considerate.
It is considerate, yeah. I'll give him that one. But
We're talking about animals. I read an article today that wild bison is being released into the wild in the UK. So 1 male and 3 females.
Oh wow,
Oh yeah.
that is the dream.
2022. There's going to be 4 bison let out into wild in some field in Kent.
In Kent, I suppose no chance of him shooting him or anything, is there? In Kent, it's full of boring
Yeah,
people.
it's not Manchester.
It is literally what's in Kent. Name something that's in Kent.
You.
I don't know where it is. I assume it's London.
Yeah, it's down that way, innit?
Somewhere.
We're not allowed
Yeah,
stuff like that up here.
Like if you say what's famous in Yorkshire, you've got cheese. You've got
Tea.
Tea. Yeah, tea. You've got Yorkshire puddings. Do you know what I mean? You've got quite a lot. Even Lancashire, you've got Lancashire hot pot. I mean, I know I'm just talking about food because I'm a fat twat here, but
Lancashire tea.
You get what I mean? Lancashire tea. But if we're just going Kent tea.
It doesn't
Every
exist,
place
does it? Oh, I hope someone
Exactly,
comes to us and says, "Look, I've got some of that Kent tea you were criticising."
Call you an ungrateful little Kent.
So yeah.
But even like not like Norfolk's pretty boring. But they've got Coleman's mustard.
Norfolk Broads.
Norfolk Broads. What's in Kent? Nothing.
Maybe that's why they're doing it in Kent.
Liven it up a bit like an attraction.
Like, oh look, if we go to Kent, we might see those wild bison that's been let loose. Can you imagine going for a walk just like round local field, and there's 4 wild bison there? It's scary enough going into a field with some cows.
Right. I cannot stand
They're
cows.
scary. They kill people all the time.
What shape are they? What shape are you going to be? If you look at horses, they've got a nice back, haven't they? Do you know what I mean? Like it's nice and dipped. Nice. I'm not going to say that I want to sleep with an horse, but I'm saying they're a nice, pleasing figure out there. Do you know what I mean? Like they're curved and stuff. A cow is a square.
Cuboid.
Have you seen its back? It's just flat and like bony and horrible. Awful animals. And if I were that big and someone were trying to push me in to make beef burgers out of me, I'd fight. Do you know what I mean? They just allow it. A ton. The way, what, a ton and a half? Just allow it. I mean, no, I know people are going to say they're being domesticated. Don't get domesticated then.
Fight.
If you're that big, don't get domesticated. Fight. Because I tell you what, there's not domesticated bison.
There isn't.
Because they fight. He's not going to get turned into rustlers.
Imagine being a cow and living your life, eating all that grass, and then being turned into a rustler.
A rustler, that'd be the worst outcome, wouldn't it?
Climax.
Not even like the best Aberdeen Angus burger. You are a rustler's burger. It's bad. It's almost like being reincarnated as a slug. Like, what's the point?
Rustler's burger.
Or a Tesco lasagna.
No, that was horse.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, it don't contain cow, does it? Don't contain cow.
That's the point, isn't it?
I tell you what, there were nice fucking lasagnas, though, to be fair.
They stopped that.
Since they've changed it back to what it should have been, not being that
I
impressed.
stopped buying them.
I quite like being lied to when it comes to food.
Here's the thing, though, right? It could be getting into something we shouldn't be getting into. Where do we draw the line on what we eat?
I think people always say the eyes, don't they?
No, I don't. I don't mean what parts.
No, I don't mean what part either. I'm saying, so you don't eat a dog because say it's got like human eyes. Do you know what I mean? A cow ain't got human
No,
eyes.
you're right. Is that actually a thing?
Yeah,
I think you've just made that up.
I'm sure it's if a human sees human eyes, it won't eat that animal, or it doesn't want to. It feels like it's a bit weird, in it. It's a bit Jeffrey Dahmer.
I don't know. I think I've heard about a lot of people that eat other people, mate. And if it
Mm,
came down to it, would you eat another person?
probably not going to answer that question.
That's what, to me, that means yes.
It depends. If it were me eating myself, because I have got some spare weight,
Technically, that's not
then I'd be all
illegal
right
either.
with that. Yeah,
Which is
exactly. You're
strange,
all
isn't
right.
it? It's illegal to eat somebody else, but if you chopped a finger off and gnawed on it, you'd be all right.
It'd be sound.
Like, yeah, he's just eating his own finger. Don't worry about
Ugh,
that.
I taste horrible. I
I
taste
don't
right
know, mate. The
greasy.
fat's always best bit, innit?
Yeah, yeah, to be fair, I'd have some lovely marbling. Make lovely crackling.
Oh, crackling.
Jokes, if there's any serial killers listening, that's it. I'm dead now. I've advertised myself. I've said to them, do you know what?
I
Get
know that
involved.
was almost like an M&S advert.
What wasn't
This
it?
isn't just a leg.
Fleetwood Mac Albatross playing it background. See, I was looking at one point how much you could actually sell your body parts for
Stop it! No way.
on the black market. Yeah, there were a big thing done about it, a study. You could sell a kidney for 80 grand.
80 grand.
You can sell, so bear in mind your liver grows back. Sell part of your liver for 300 grand. That's wild,
That
that,
is
isn't it?
wild. Do you say part of your liver?
Yeah, so it's not going to take your whole liver
Well,
because
yeah,
then you're
but
just dead.
you never
But yeah,
know.
they chop a bit off and then you can grow it back. Regen.
I wonder, I wonder how much you'd get for a full liver. Obviously,
No, it must be.
apart from death.
I mean, they probably would pay you because it's not like you could be like, right, I'm coming back tomorrow to complain
Yeah.
because you've got no liver. No, but I just found it quite weird. And you can like sell eyeballs and stuff. Really
It
weird.
upsets me that you can't sell semen in the UK.
Well, there's laws as well, about, so if you donate, so if you donate, it used to all be well and good, and then they changed the laws so that
If the baby
if you,
wanted to know the dad.
yeah,
Yeah.
you've got to get involved.
Spoiled the fun a little bit, that, didn't it? You're trying to do a good deed.
And I feel like, yeah,
Next thing you know, you paying CSA for 18 years.
do you know what I mean? You got dossers off council estates coming up and being like, oh, this is your kid, give me some money. And you're like, well,
I've done you a favour,
not being
pal.
funny, love, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's probably smarter than you, and you're coming to me asking me for stuff. Give you a kid that is going to get a good job in Asda, and you're coming to me asking me for money.
You got any interesting news stories that you've read recently?
So I liked the one that Japan are telling people not to scream on roller coasters. So they're telling people to stop the spread of coronavirus that they're not allowed to scream on a roller coaster,
All right.
right? And they've apparently got since 1996 or something. They've got in 1996, sorry, when they built it, it was like the biggest, baddest roller coaster in the world.
Yeah.
So it's a bit more than teacups, you know what I mean? Like, you are going to be scared on it. So people have complained and said, look, you can't be making people do this. Like, you can't quell a scream if you're scared.
Yeah, it's not voluntary, is it?
Do you know what I mean? You don't think to scream.
Like, oh shit, there's a guy with a knife behind me. I'm gonna hold this screaming.
By the time they scream correctly, do you know what I mean? You don't do it. It's just a natural reaction.
It's a reflex, isn't it?
It is indeed. So everyone's kicking off, and the owners of the park have turned around and done a video of them on the roller coaster, fucking stone faced, going on it to prove that you don't have to scream on a roller coaster.
What a great advertisement for a roller coaster.
So not only does your roller coaster not look fun, it also doesn't look scary. It just looks like you're watching EastEnders.
So you've instantly taken away the two attractions to going on a roller coaster.
By saying, come on, our roller coaster's not scary and they're boring.
Yeah,
Brilliant marketing.
can't wait to go there.
It was almost like a burn, but a self burn.
Yeah,
So they've sort of done a comeback and then sort of injured themselves, collateraled themselves a bit. Yeah, what else were they? Yeah, and football fans are not allowed to sing, clap, or wave the scarves as well.
What? So there's 60,000 people in a stadium, and they think that waving.
Sorry, have you been to Etihad?
Oh, sorry.
60,000 people in there.
Empty had. Sorry about that.
60,000 people used to cheer there. Now it's a ghost town.
I'm sure you've got that the wrong way around. There's more people in it with cardboard cutouts.
There's more noise when wind blows.
You know that they're used to actually putting sound effects into a stadium. Nothing new there.
Yeah, they've had this set up for years.
Yeah.
Years.
I think it's a conspiracy because they were best set up for it.
And if anyone wants to roast, I'm a Leeds United fan. So fuck off. Best fans in the world.
And I'm a Liverpool fan, so see they.
Another thing I read. This is my last
Oh,
story.
I like your stories.
I'll read you the headline.
Go on.
Teenager paralysed in arm and hand after binge playing computer games.
Binge playing computer games. Behave.
A 15-year-old boy in China was paralysed in left arm and hand after losing sensation for playing video games of the computer. Video games of the computer, it stated. For about 22 hours a day for a month.
Wow.
A fucking month. So he was sleeping 2 hours a day for a month.
Imagine his eyes. No, don't imagine his eyes.
Jesus Christ.
But
Do you know what I mean?
are we sure it's video games? 15 years old?
And the thing is, the article then says that his parents just left him to it.
It's good.
They didn't think out of
It's
it.
good that.
The boy shut the windows and locked the doors, and the parents had no idea what he was doing in there. Well, I have an idea what a 15-year-old boy is doing for 18 hours a day.
Yeah, so
in his
say
bedroom.
22
Do you know what I
hours
mean?
video gaming. I'm throwing out a guess. It's probably about 4 hours video gaming. 15 years
Jesus.
old. Just found out what's happening. Yeah.
He's enjoying
Yeah,
himself.
he's having a good time.
And he's, do you know what? He's debilitated his arm and his hand.
It's impressive.
So actually, were it video game? Because it'd be both if you were video gaming, technically, wouldn't it? Mouse, keyboard. So I think he's Colin Bork is
his
there.
left hand. So
He's left-handed.
That's his keyboard hand, really, unless he's left-handed.
Yeah. So what's he playing? Like
What are you actually doing?
typewriter simulator or something? What's he doing?
Because your hand doesn't move all that much.
No.
Let's assume he's playing Fortnite. Your hand's in the same your arm is in the same position.
Yeah. Unless you were playing something really sweaty like StarCraft, where you literally have to do like 100 keys a minute
Well,
to be any good.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm there building my base, and then all of a sudden there's about 40 things on me, and I'm like, I've literally it's just loaded in. It's madness.
That's your fibre, mate.
It is absolutely madness. But yeah, even if you were playing that much, I don't know.
No,
It's wild.
I'm putting down to other things other than video gaming for 22 hours.
Yeah.
Which
yeah,
in
I'm
itself,
judging it at that as well.
video gaming for 22 hours for a month, did you say?
Yeah,
It's impressive, though.
it's impressive.
Very impressive.
Still didn't get 99 rune crafting on RuneScape, though, did I? That's a good joke for a RuneScape listener. If there is any. If any of them are sad enough to listen.
Hopefully Cheese listens.
Yeah, hopefully Cheese listens to that and he goes, yeah, go on then. Go on then, I get that one. He's done a good joke there. First one at fucking day.
The first joke, Cheese listens, is 53 minutes in and he's had his first laugh.
Yeah, done a good one there.
Good.
I was thinking, because obviously we're doing this podcast and we've put it off and put it off and put it
Yeah.
off. So if anyone that's listening knows us, that we've been putting this off for years.
Yeah.
Literal years. We've had contracts signed, contracts broken with each other, verbally. Right? So we want to have like a little bit of structure, but we don't want too much structure. Because if you have too much structure, it's just too hard.
Robotic.
Do you know what I mean?
Fake.
So, and it don't work. So I like just going down rabbit holes, but I do want to bring in something every week.
Like a new thing.
So yeah, so I think we're going to have the irrelevant news corner, which is what we've just had.
Yeah.
We'll probably make a jingle for that at some
Oh,
point.
yeah.
Do you know, like just a little
Go on,
cheeky
off
one.
top of your head, jingle.
I'm not a very creative person. I would love to do one, but I am
no,
honestly
fair.
the least creative. I can't even colour in lines.
No, but
No point getting me to do a jingle.
that's more creative, not colouring in the lines.
I suppose, yeah. Depends which way
You're
you look at it.
creating your own rules.
To my year 11 art teacher, just that were a bit special. I want to bring in Turbo Virgin Time.
Turbo Virgin. I can roll with that. I think I can roll with it.
I have an old Facebook account, okay? It's not associated with my name anymore because it is ultra cringe. I can't cope with it. When I had it, so there were like a turning point when I was like 23, I suppose, when I met my future wife.
Your future?
Like a turning point where
sorry, yeah.
like at the
Yeah.
time. And I
Which
thought,
is your current wife?
do you know what? I hope she doesn't see anything that I've posted like beforehand because I was first in to get a girlfriend, and there was definitely some lies made up, and definitely some embellishment, and some really nerdy, horrible stuff posted on my timeline. Okay, so I thought I'm going to make a new one, but then there were just a little tiny bit inside me going, "Don't delete it, don't delete it. There'll come a time when this is needed." So the time is now. So I'm now going to open up my old Facebook account, and every time we do this, I'm going to look at the things that I posted in that on that day through Facebook memories. And, I had a glance at it earlier. Bear in mind, it's just one day. There's 3 things on there that I just think, what is wrong with you? All on the same day. So I'll read them out. You can get involved.
Right.
So we've got a couple. I'll start with an easy one because it's wrong. I look back at it now and I think it's wrong. Go watch Bruno now! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Exclamation mark! Just as good as Borat, if not better.
Oh dear. I've never, ever, ever watched Bruno.
Never.
And
Never.
I'm based.
I don't think I have.
What? So, let's go back. How old is this Facebook account? How old were you when this was?
This was on this day 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
Yeah, 2009.
2009.
Mm,
So how old were you? 19?
yeah.
So 19-year-old you has
Uh-huh.
thought, do you know what? Let's put a status onto Facebook saying, go and see Bruno now, and that it's better than Borat.
Yeah, and there's no likes, no comments.
Brilliant. And also,
So
19-year-old you hadn't seen Bruno at this point. Is that what you're suggesting?
I've never seen it. Yeah, never watched it.
So,
Never seen it,
how,
and that's no word of a lie. Never seen the film
how is that a recommendation then?
because I reckon it must have just come out of the cinema. So I was obviously trying to show to people I go to the cinema with people.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And be like, go watch Bruno. I've seen it. It's literally come out today. I've got special access or whatever. I don't know, but I have not seen that film. It's hard to understand my mindset back
Maybe
then.
you saw the trailer.
Maybe,
Because
yeah.
everyone knows that the
Yeah, I know,
trailer's
like-
the best parts of a movie.
Yeah, maybe I was just like, I've seen it now, I feel. I've seen the best bits. Because that's always the worst part of movies, isn't it? So you watch a trailer, you're like, fuck, that looks really
Yeah,
good.
Fast and Furious.
Yeah, and then you go and see it, and it's boring apart from the action bits you've already seen.
Yeah.
That was the point.
So on to Fast and Furious. Just a little snippet, a little rabbit hole. So I can't remember which Fast and Furious it is, but there's
I don't think anyone can.
yeah, they're all the same. So that Fast and Furious movie, that long one that's lasted for 15 years or however long it's been.
Yeah.
There's an airplane on a runway, and the cars are chasing it, and it goes on for like 20 minutes. How long is that runway? Honestly.
And then there'll be about 70 action shots from different angles as
Yeah.
well.
The amount of continuity errors in those movies is unreal.
It's rough.
Yeah.
Isn't it? But I've always preferred Gone in 60 Seconds to Fast and Furious.
Story of your life, that.
Hey. I think both of them are Gone in 60 Seconds and Fast and Furious. I think that they are both the story of my life.
But yet you're still the most fertile man I know.
Don't know. There's something about Nicolas Cage.
I think he's a shithouse, mate.
He's a shithouse, and he gets shit films, but he's quite entertaining to watch. I don't know why. I just like watching his films, and I watch them to the end as well. So I know it's shit. After 15 minutes, I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, and it's bad. And I'm sat there thinking, this makes no sense. It's badly casted, badly lit. It's
Name your worst Nicolas Cage film.
Ghost
I
Rider.
was just about to say Ghost Rider.
100% Ghost Rider.
Oh, it's so
Absolutely
dog
tears.
shit.
It's so bad.
Oh.
Such a bad film. But it's the same with Steven Seagal, but he's a bit more humble, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So I like
'Cause-
to liken Nicolas Cage as the Phil Jones of the movie world.
Yeah, yeah.
There's always a
very much
face
like
that
that.
he's pulling. It's always a face.
Always a face. And he's always there or thereabouts. He's always in a movie, but it's never
It's never a good one.
the top movie. It's never a good, yeah. So he's always got a performance, but it's never the best. It's always sort of,
Mediocre
Yeah.
at best.
yeah, it's always all right. But yeah, I don't know. I've just got a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
Do enjoy.
Almost
Nicolas
like
Cage.
everyone's got a soft spot for Nickelback.
Yeah, I can't say I can agree with that one. That was my brother's first album. I hope he listens to this, and he fucking loved it. I absolutely loved it.
You did as well.
No, he did.
Oh,
I
but
didn't.
so are you saying you don't have a soft spot for Nickelback?
I do not have a soft spot for Nickelback. I will, hand on heart, say that I do not have
Come on. Or Coldplay.
a soft spot. Coldplay's first album. Go on then, send it. It's all right, but his newer stuff, weirdo. Although, have you seen what? Talking of Coldplay, you see what Gwyneth Paltrow's now doing?
Yeah, what's she doing?
Oh God, I can't believe you've not heard of this. So 6 months ago, she was selling a candle called "This Smells Like My Vagina." Genuine, 75 quid, sold out
That's not bad.
within 2 hours. 75. She's now selling one. This came out about 3 weeks ago. This smells like my orgasm.
Brilliant.
I'm very intrigued. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm not a good pleaser, but I am very intrigued as to what that actually smells like. Because I can't say I've ever been that close to one. Really?
Give up.
That's not like the first thing you think of.
Well, I can't wait to
Ooh.
smell that.
Do you know what I mean? Why are you selling that?
Yeah, but did that sell out? I bet it sold out quick,
Yeah, it sold out.
quick as, if not quicker.
I imagine it's very musky and disappointing.
Yeah, almost a
With
little,
it being Gwyneth
a
Paltrow.
little bit pissy.
Yeah, that's Gwyneth Paltrow. Yeah, I agree with that. Good one.
Good work.
So we'll move on to the next one.
Oh yeah. Let's just
So we've got-
recap that one. What was that one again? You've got to go see
Go
Bruno.
watch Bruno, comma, now, 4 exclamation marks. Just as good as Borat, if not better. Never seen Bruno.
Never seen Bruno. What a critic.
And then what about this one for cringe? You ready for this one?
I don't think I am.
Thanks go to Matt's dad for fixing my precious baby, smiley face. Now to find and reinstall all my drivers. That was in public domain.
So, thanks to Matt's dad.
For fixing my precious baby, my
Yeah,
computer.
I got that.
Now to find and reinstall all my drivers. So I'm obviously trying to show off like I know what I'm doing with computers.
So,
But I've took the computer to someone else to fix.
yeah. So, the at the end, that's not just you cringing at your own stairs.
No, that's in the thing. URGH at the end.
URGH.
Now to find and reinstall all my drivers. That is precious baby. Precious
That's a
19.
strange one.
19. I was at uni. That was me at uni.
Oh, and you're married now. Does Jess know about this at
awful.
all?
She does not know the secret profile's name. I will not reveal it. I've changed the name on it so that I'm hoping it just can't be dug out because it's cringe.
Some data miners out there.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Anonymous gets involved.
I suppose if it's public domain, people are going to find it anyway. So fair.
Yeah, fair. Can I just interject? So we've been doing this for however long now, and we are called the Gin Club, and we've not actually spoke about the gin at all.
All right, yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Sorry,
fair. So
apologise.
the gin, it's drinking all right. I feel like I've got a bit of a warmth in cheeks, and now I don't know whether that's from embarrassment or it's from the gin.
I have to say,
It's from something.
I'm not sure that I enjoy gin. Actually,
No,
I think the lemonade is the thing that I'm enjoying, and it's
I think
Tesco's.
it's the fresh
It's,
orange that I'm
it's
enjoying.
Tesco's own lemonade.
Oof.
No,
At least it's not diet lemonade.
it's diet lemonade as well.
Oh my god.
No, but everyone knows the cheaper the lemonade, the better it is.
That is fair.
So you could
And
get a £2.50 bottle of Sprite. Although I have to say, I do enjoy a Sprite.
mm.
But, you,
but I don't think it's lemonade 'cause it's lemon and
yeah,
lime.
it's not real.
So I think
it's
it counts.
not real. What about that yellow lemonade? What's that called?
But yeah, Fanta? What do you mean?
Fanta, give up.
What
It's
do you
like an
mean,
old
yellow
person's
lemonade?
lemonade. It might be piss, actually. It might be piss.
Oh, cloudy lemonade.
Oh, no, I don't mean that. Let's move on from that because I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know, but is Schweppes ever not on offer
Schweppes
or a pound?
is always on offer. It's quite like a DFS sale.
It's always a quid.
It's always a quid.
You go in Co-op and it's always in red. £1. It's never been anything other than a quid. Just say it's a quid. Don't tell me it's an offer.
Yeah, but it kind of makes you go to it, though, doesn't it? It's proper. It's
It
like
does.
propaganda.
Yeah.
It's how Hitler got everyone.
As a kid, I always thought Schweppes were really posh.
Schweppes.
Like really posh drink. Yeah, I always, and same with Appletizer. I always thought that was like 10 quid a
Appletizer,
bottle.
yeah. Or Schlur.
Schlur as well, yeah. As a kid, if you had that, you knew it was
I
Christmas.
thought I was pissed when I had Schlur when I was about 8. Sure, I'm not the only one.
As a kid as well, we only ever got Viennetta at Christmas. So I always thought that were really posh as well. And then when I did my first adult shop, walked in and saw it with 99 pence, I felt fucking robbed.
Your child had gone.
Because my mum's like, oh, I'm bringing Viennetta out. Like, go on.
Get it out.
Get out. Get out. It's a special day. Eating Viennetta out of a tray. At 2 a.m. in the morning drinking milk.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, I always thought that were posh as well. And it wasn't. And the salt and shake crisps, you know, with a little sachet
in it.
They're peasant crisps. And I always thought they were
actually
really
are.
good.
Talking about sachets and crisps, do you ever remember those Walker's crisps? And you could end up with like a £5 in them.
Oh, yeah. Good idea, that,
was
wasn't it?
wild, that.
That's why I'm fat.
I won a
Glen
£5.
Walkers.
I won a £5 in a packet of them.
Good work.
Absolutely buzzing. Didn't even pay for crisps. I didn't steal them though either. I'm not a theft. I don't condone that. I'm not a theft.
Yeah, but if you'd have stole it, got the £5, then went and bought a multi-pack of Walkers,
It's a win-win, isn't it?
debt paid, in my eyes.
Yeah, but that didn't happen either. Sorry, back to your turbo.
Let's move on to
I
the
thought
other
we were
one.
talking about the Turbo Virgin.
So yeah, we had the precious baby comment.
Let's just
And then we've
recap
got-
that one.
So thanks go to Matt's dad for fixing my precious baby. Now to find and reinstall all my drivers.
Oh, so difficult reinstalling all your drivers.
No likes, no comments.
Isn't that what happened with the first one?
Yep. Are you ready for this one?
Oh, I'm not sure.
10th of July, 10 to midnight. So these are all on the same day. So on the same day, I've gone to Matt's dad and he's fixed my computer. I've gone and watched Bruno,
Which you haven't.
which I haven't. And then he's still smiling at the fact me and Jim we are. So we, WE''RE, for any people that want to know bad grammar. So he's still smiling at the fact me and Jim were singing along to Justin Timberlake, Senorita in a Lupo,
In a Lupo's in the
a Volkswagen
car,
Lupo.
yeah. It's very specific. Such detail in the stairs.
Look at me and my friends, we drive around.
Singing to Justin Timberlake.
I cannot. Can you imagine my voice singing Justin Timberlake, Senorita?
I can't imagine you having a good time to that.
Why would I be smiling about that?
Say it again.
gotta be
Just
a
say
lie.
it again one more time.
So this is at 10 to midnight. So I'm sat there, I'm not asleep. I'm just laying in bed.
Ooh, what can I put on Facebook?
What can I put on Facebook at 10 to midnight? Is still smiling at the fact. So I'm talking in third person. Because it just starts with, is still smiling at the fact me and Jim were singing along to Justin Timberlake, Senorita in a Lupo, sticky out tongue emoji.
Naughty. That's cheeky as that.
Cheeky.
Oh, 19-year-old you lived a wild life.
So in one day, I was singing Justin Timberlake, Senorita.
In a Lupo.
In a Lupo. I went to watch Bruno, and I got my precious baby fixed. And I put it all on Facebook.
That's alive. That's alive.
Life. That is the turbo virgin life. And that's one day. That's what I'm saying. That is one day.
Oh, no.
That is one day of statuses. One day. Not even a week. I'm not cherry picking them here. That is just the day. So if I were to do this every day, I don't think I'll be able to.
Yeah,
go
so thinking that you've put 3 statuses on in one day, there must actually be quite a lot on that profile.
And that was 1 year as well. 1 day, 1 year.
I'm looking forward to doing more.
I must have had a slow years after that. Maybe every morning I woke up and thought my life's not going to get any better than that. I'm not going to post any more statuses for the next 3 years. Every day it just went, this is what you did a year ago today. I went, do you know what? No, it's going to top that day. When I got my computer fixed, I was singing Justin Timberlake and I went and watched Bruno, which I never watched. Brilliant.
And you sang Justin Timberlake in a Lupo.
Yeah, which I probably didn't do. I probably sat it back because I was never allowed to ride shotgun. Probably sat it back, crying at the fact that I still didn't have a girlfriend and wondering why.
And you were sat listening to Senorita by Justin Timberlake.
On my own, with earphones in, on an iPad, in the back of someone's car, singing along in my head.
Yeah, because they weren't listening to that.
No.
Oh, brilliant.
I just thought, oh, how fun would it be if I did this back at car?
I'm not going to lie about it. I'm actually going to do it.
That had 1 like though. Fair play.
Personal best so far.
So we're gonna log out of that one.
You're done with that.
So I really don't want to read that. If it ticks to like 1 minute past midnight,
Yeah,
I can't go up with 2 in 4 hours.
No. Keep that.
It's just not gonna. It's not gonna happen.
Keep that for next time.
I am thinking as well that eventually, because there's going to be photos as well to go with these memories.
Oh yeah. Oh, we could start a Twitter or an Instagram.
Yeah, and I could share the photos of on this day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Because there's going to be some tragic ones.
Brilliant.
There's going to be like proper emo-y eye pictures.
Oh yeah. I'm excited.
From the top, showing cleavage and that. Do you know what I mean? It's all going to be there.
Maybe that's something we could both do. We could make an Instagram and a Twitter, and we could both have obviously the login details. And we could both get there on this day. And then whatever pictures or whatever there is, statuses.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea.
I know, but I've been battling crippling depression all my life. If I have to go through all that again, every day, looking daily at how absolute cringe I was, it'll put me under.
Don't be like that.
It'll put me under. I could not view it every day. Even now on my new profile, I'll go on the memories, and I'll delete some of them, because the ones that are from like, you know, when you're like really early into a relationship.
Yeah.
I've got ones in there that are like from really early on in relationship with Jess. So now obviously we tell each other to fuck off, and we you know, we have a laugh and whatever.
Yeah, yes,
but we're not soppy. No pub, no PDA, none of that. Like, we've been together too long to be doing that. But at the start, it's stuff like, I love my cuddly Jess. She made me ham and cheese toasties and bought me a mug. I love her so much, and stuff like that. So I've actually cleared out a lot of that because I read it and I thought, I can't. If Jess sees this, she's going to skin me. Or she's going to realise who she originally went out with. And now I've suddenly turned into this fat, horrible neckbeard of a man with fungal nail and fucking scrot rot. Do you know what I mean? Just go, what's going on here?
Brilliant.
Shall we wrap?
Yeah, let's wrap it up.
Sounds like a one. I feel like there's going to be a lot of editing.
An hour and 15 minutes in. I can't wait to have to do that.
Yep.
Brilliant.
Probably take out some of the shit stuff.
What was the shit stuff?
No, like some of the shit talk at the start.
Oh, really? We don't like that.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Just cut that down a little bit.
Yeah, perhaps.
And anything that could be deemed offensive
like what?
against. I don't know. Just have a listen through.
Right. So I've got to listen to an hour and 15 minutes worth of audio.
Yeah, you can't just fire it up.
No, so what I'm saying is I've got to listen to an hour and 15 minutes of audio and be the one that deems things necessary and suitable.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Can't wait.
that's what you signed up for. So yeah, right, that's it. Thanks everyone for listening. The 2 people that have probably listened to us talk about shit and
Fishing.
being fat and fishing. Yeah.
Hopefully there's a second podcast. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if there will be or not. I might just do it and listen to it myself.
It depends. It depends who listens to this. If my mum listens to this, I'm dead. I'm dead. Let's be honest. She's not going to be proud.
Why not? Because of your statuses.
I think she'll be more bothered that I've told people I got fungal nail and that I haven't sorted it out. That's what she's going to be mad about.
Not to mention the jock rot.
Oh, she knows about the jock itch. She's been asking me about it every day.
Yeah, but the fact you've proclaimed it on a podcast.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Gotta be. Yeah, she sent, how's the chub rub? ? Kiss, kiss.
Those are the words from your mother.
Yeah, she called me a chubber as well.
Brilliant.
Best get to the doctors for antibiotics, chubber. Bullied by my own mum.
Right, so yeah,
Brilliant.
that's the end of that. Brilliant. I look forward to the next one.
I don't look forward to it.
Don't be like
I'm not
that.
looking forward to the Turbo Virgin time. It's going to be cringe. Right, I'll see you in a bit.